Okay, before getting started with Cypress demo, could you please give a quick glimpse about your introduction about, your Cypress experience or automation experience background? Let's start with Abhilash.
Yeah, hi. This is Abhinav. Yeah, my, I'm currently working as an asset consultant with a combination of Selenium and Playwright using different like PDD and testing. Yeah, that's all about it.
Okay, Abhilash, thank you, sir. Thanks for the introduction. And how about other members, Ashwini, Mahesh? Mahesh, yes, we got your introduction. Ashwini, could you please introduce about yourself?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. This is Ashwini from Pune. I'm working with Infosys since 5 years now, and I'm from manual background, so I don't have any knowledge about the coding. So my client is UBS, so we are planning to start with the Cypress, and I'm the only one I'm only one in testing, so I need to do all this stuff. So I need to learn Cypress anyhow. So that's why you are the best in market currently. So I thought to start with you. Yeah, and hoping to learn more as many things as possible.
Got it. Don't worry about the coding. I'll be covering JavaScript topics and Cypress.
Yeah, right. Because I'm afraid of coding. So let's see how it goes.
JavaScript, once you practice, it will be easy. How about the Java? Do you have Java experience?
No. I don't have any coding language experience. So I'm from manual, so I don't have any idea. Yeah.
No worries. I'll cover from the scratch from basic strat ones.
Yeah. Thanks, Vinayak. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with Reddy, Nitesh, Shiv. Anyone can start.
Vinayak, Shiv Shankar this side.
Shiv.
Yes. I have total around more than 10 year experience. Out of 10 year, 5 year in testing domain and 4 to 5 year in PHP development. So I have already worked on many more languages like C, C++, Java, and JavaScript also. And currently also working in automation testing, like API automation as well as Selenium. So sometimes it is better for end-to-end testing for Cypress. So this is needed for some other coming project in the month of March. So just want to learn Cypress. This is my brief introduction.
Yeah, thanks for the introduction. You have a 10 years, right? You have Selenium, right? So Cypress is easy to learn. But it's the only challenge is we have to learn JavaScript or TypeScript. In Selenium, we usually learn Java. Here it's JavaScript.
Yes, correct. I have already worked on the Java, JavaScript, PHP, C++, C Sharp, C language. 7 to 8 language already worked on, and 4 year already working on a development, PHP development.
Then it's easy for you. Yeah, easy to learn and handle.
Yes. And also I am finished recently Python. Just 2 months before, Python course completed and currently working in Python.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I think you have covered all the programming and technologies. So
yes.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone? Nitish.
Hi, Vinayak. This is Nitish. So total, I have 6 years of experience in software testing, and currently working with TS Wise Global Payment Pune-based company. And yeah, I have knowledge about the manual as well as basic knowledge about the Selenium with Java automation. So just my motive to join this session to skill the Cypress.
Got it. Yes. If you have Selenium background, it will be easy to pick the automation topics like
I have basic
like path locators, how to get the response function, and I'll be covering Cypress topics.
Sure. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, Nitesh. Anyone missed? Okay, hope everyone covered the introduction. Yeah, if any questions, so please do raise your hand and raise the question, or you can input in the chat box as well. Okay, starting, I will give a quick, demo about Cypress. What is the introduction? And after that, I'll show the POC. Okay, what is Cypress? Cypress is a free open source locally installed test runner and dashboard service for recording your tests. That means it comes with open source version and Cypress cloud version for execution of the parallel and integrate with Jira, load balancing, orchestration, and for the analytics. And it is a front-end and back-end test automation tool built for the next generation of modern web applications. That means Cypress is not only developed for the front-end, but for back-end test automation APIs as well. For example, database API, visual testing, mobile view testing, component testing, and unit testing, integration. It's a complete package. It depends on how much you want to leverage and learn from the Cypress features. But comparing to like Selenium, or if you take any other framework, Catalan, or it is only targeted for UI automation. Catalan, we can do multiple layers of testing, but Selenium, the scope is mainly UI automation. Okay, and it is useful for developers as well as the QA engineers to test real-life applications developed in different programming languages. For example, if the application is developed in React, Angular, Node, Vue.js, and other technologies, Cypress is compatible with any of the programming language. But coming to Protractor, it is only developed for the Angular applications. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, why we use Cypress or other automation frameworks means, like you can see, Cypress is a JavaScript test automation solution for front-end application, API, database, visual testing, and other layers of testing. And yeah, we can compare with like Selenium, Playwright. Nowadays, Playwright is doing good in the market, Puppeteer, and TestCave, different tools. But Cypress is a unique tool which comes as an interactive test runner and command line execution, Cypress dashboard, and component testing. We can leverage unit testing, which is not possible with other frameworks. That's why it's an all-in-one testing framework, comes with child session library with mocking and stuffing or without Selenium. Okay, here we don't use Selenium drivers. There is no concept of drivers in Cypress. Usually we give like a driver equal to new Chrome driver or a new Firefox driver in Selenium. Here, Cypress comes with an internal drivers. Just we need to open the test runner dashboard and start executing. Select the browser, Chrome or Firefox, and execute. Pretty simple to execute. And moreover, it supports the Mocha test framework. It is similar to TestNG framework, where we can use the annotations, for example, before hooks, after hook, and it blocks to create the Mocha framework. Okay, before starting the other topics, just a bit about myself. I'm Vinay Tithi. I do have 11+ years of experience overall, and in Cypress, I do have 3+ years of experience. And from last 2 years, I've been giving batch trainings for up to now. I have given 10+ batches with corporate training as well. I have given for Wipro, Affitech, Nobelprog Germany, Malaysia, and UK as well. UK health insurance domain application. Hence, I have covered globally training batches in India as well. I'm doing like Selenium and Cypress batches. And coming to my profile, I'm a co-founder and organizer of QTalks community, and I have written multiple blogs and Cypress cookbook as well. For those who join the regular sessions, I'll be sharing materials, interview preparation guidelines, and I'll be sharing the job openings as well on top of the course training. And on top of that, I'm a blogger, YouTuber, and I do freelancing as well, and corporate trainer as well. Okay, that's a quick introduction about myself. Okay, let's, we'll know more about the Cypress introduction. You can see Cypress is a next generation front-end testing tool built for the modern web apps. Means nowadays many of the applications developing in React, Vue, Angular, Next.js. Hence, Cypress is targeted for all the applications. And we can use to write all types of testing, end-to-end integration, as mentioned, unit, component testing, visual testing, different layers of testing. There is no limit in the layers of testing. Okay, a bit about the history. It was started in 2015 by Brian Mine and Randall Kent. It's more than just a browser automation, a tool for front-end end-to-end testing. Once we start with UI, we can integrate the API calls, we can integrate the DB calls in the same framework. We don't need to install any third-party plugins. Okay, coming to architecture, it's quite opposite to Selenium. Here we don't use any JSON web protocol or a W3C protocol or any kind of drivers, because it comes with internal drivers. And it comes with two flavors. One is the open source version and commercial version. Most of the time we use open source version only, but commercial version, if you want to integrate with Zira, parallel testing, orchestration, and GitHub repository integration, then we have to prefer commercial license. Okay, coming to prerequisites, it's pretty simple. Like in 5 to 10 minutes, you can start initial setup and start scripting. The main requirement is the Node.js. Node.js is server, or we can say proxy. And we need to install the IDE, which is a Visual Studio Code, or we can use the Eclipse or IntelliJ also. Any IDE is fine, but we would recommend VS Code, shortcut VS Code. And you should know the JavaScript topics. Before starting with Cypress, it's good to know JavaScript or TypeScript. Then it will be easy. And Cypress package. Just 4 things. It's good to go and kickstart the Cypress automation. Any questions so far? Okay, open up, no questions. Yeah, here you can see like first thing is we have to install the Node.js proxy from the Node.js.org, and we have to install the LTS, which stands for long-term stable version. And once we install the Node.js, we have to install the VS Code. It's very lightweight and highly recommended for the JavaScript frameworks. And we have to, based on the operating system, we have to set the package. Okay, coming to architecture. Yeah, here you can see like a Cypress architecture. Right side, we can see that, the commands when we execute, it executes in the local browser, but not the remote browser. And all the, calls will go through the HTTP request, proxy, Node.js proxy, and to the web. And the remote web will return back the response through the proxy and back to the browser, which is the local host browser. And here Node.js proxy will run on different operating system. And the right side, you can see like, we are executing on the local host, and every component is iframe. And while executing, we can interact with the DOM, Windows, local storage cookies, service worker, network tabs, console JavaScript errors. Everything is very interactable. That's why Cypress is doing good in the market now. While execution happening, we can literally interact with the application. But while with Selenium, Playwright, while execution start, we cannot disturb or interact the execution. It will fail. Manually, we cannot interrupt the application. But here it's not like that. We can interrupt the execution and re-execute again. Okay, before that, I'll start the steps how to install. Okay, here you can say I have already installed the VS Code IDE. Just we need to open the VS Code and open folder or open. I have created already the project folder. Select the Cypress demo. And if you want to open the terminal, just you have to click here, terminal, view terminal. Okay. First thing is pretty simple. Like we need the Node.js proxy, which I have already installed from the website. And we have to first initialize the package.json file. Here one step is missing. We have to run the npm init command. Okay, here npm stands for Node Package Manager, and we are initializing the package.json file. Here it will ask some questions like what is the package name, Cypress demo, version we can keep it to 1.0.0, description we can say Cypress tests, and entry point we can keep it as an index.js file, and the test command we can say npm, or we can say Cypress run. Later we can modify, no issue. Okay, as of now, I didn't integrate with any Git repository, just skip the Git repository. Keywords we can say Cypress. Author in this case, Vinayak. Okay, license we can keep it ISC default and just input enter. If everything looks good, enter yes. Okay, if you guys notice left side, we have the package.json file. Okay, package.json file is the main file to install the dependencies and to create the npm scripts. Later, I will cover what is the use of npm scripts. Okay. Yeah, the next step here you can see like we have to run the command npm install -- save to Cypress for local installation. Local installation means for this project only. The scope of the packages for this project. Okay, we want to install globally. Then just we need to add the npm install -- save to Cypress -g, which stands for global. If we install global, it will apply to, all the projects. Like in our system, 10 projects. Then it will apply to all the projects. Okay, here I need to cover about the npm central repository. Okay, here you can see like npm stands for Node Package Manager, and using the packages we can build amazing things. It's like a central repository, and all the packages will be registered here. Just we need to search for the package, for example, Cypress. Here you can see it will show the list of suggestions. ESprint Cypress. Just we need to click on the Cypress here. Cucumber is another package. And all the documentation, all the packages comes with the documentation, what is about and how to install steps. Okay, now let's install the package. Here I'll cover what is the save dev later. Once we give the save dev dependency and the package name. And as a good practice, we have to install Cypress as a local dependency, local installation, not the global. The scope should be limited to this project only. If you're creating another project, same way. It will take few minutes, 1 to 2 minutes time to install the package. Okay, in the same way, if you need any package, just you need to come here, search for the package Mocha. Mocha is a framework, test framework. Okay, here you can see simple, flexible, fun JavaScript test framework for Node.js and the browser. I mean, we can use it Mocha with Cypress, Playwright, any of the framework. It's similar to TestNG with Selenium or JMeter with Selenium. Okay, yeah, to know more about what is Mocha, you can see Mocha is a feature-rich JavaScript test framework running on Node.js and in the browser, making asynchronous testing simple and fun. And tests run serially, allowing for flexible and accurate reporting. It comes with a reporting system as well. Hence, a framework with reporting. Okay, here you can see that the latest version is 1.1.0. And this download is successfully. After that, it will do the unzipping. Okay, meanwhile, I'll share the versions. Okay, if you want to see what are the previous history, what are the versions and the current version, you can go to the docs.io, cypress.io, or Cypress changelog, Google for that changelog. Here is the latest version, 1.1.0, and the release date. And what are the features? I mean, they have added the set get all cookies, clear all cookies functions with the version, and many bug fixes. You can say. Yeah, I mean, Cypress is new in the market, right? So there are plenty of bug fixes in pipeline. Hence, they'll be releasing features but with plenty of bug fixes. This is the previous version. It's better to recommend to use the latest version so that you can leverage it on the features. Okay, you can see the installation is completed. And it will be installed under library. If it's Mac system, it will be under cache folder, Cypress and the version. If it is Windows, similar, it will be node modules cache folder. And if you notice here, the Cypress package is installed as a dev dependency. Okay, and the version is here. If you want to downgrade or upgrade, we can do it from here also. For example, we want to downgrade to 10 or 11. Just need to change the number and run command npm install. Automatically, it will downgrade to 9.0. Excuse me, 1.1.0. Okay, let's revert back and use the latest version. Okay, after that, you can see we have the node modules here, which is comes with all the packages, and our package Cypress just now installed is here. And it comes with all the Angular compatibility, bin files, library files, React compatibility, Vue.js, TypeScript. We don't need to modify any of these things, so just keep it as a default, just for checking purpose only. Okay, now our package is ready installed. Just need to open the Cypress test command, and the command is okay. Here two things. If you are using Windows, you have to use the node modules /bin /Cypress open. But if you are using any other operating system, there is a shortcut npx Cypress open. Hence, based on the operating system, the commands will differ. Okay, it will take a few seconds to load the test run. You can see it's saying like it looks like this is our first time. using Cypress 1.1.0. First time it will take some time to install and do the setup. Okay, we will see these kind of errors on Mac operating system because of the cache issue. Just we need to restart, run the same command. It's about the system and the RAM issue.
Hello.
Okay, any questions, Vinay?
Vinay, I'm also getting same issue since last week I installed same. I got a same plenty of time. I can't resolve this issue.
Okay, I'm watching again. Okay, the thing is like whenever you're facing these kind of usually it will be system RAM issue. Just we need to rerun the same command. Then after some time, yeah, you can see it's a loading, still loading. What happened? Cypress takes certain RAM in the backend. If the system RAM is like 4 GB, then you will face these kind of issues. Mine is 8 GB, but still, yeah, because of the cache issue. So you can see still loading. Once it completely loading, we don't face these errors. Yeah, just we need to like rerun multiple times. It won't be same issue for you because if you are using high configuration, then it will be not an issue. First time only you face this kind of errors. Second time onwards, you won't face these errors. For example, like you can see it's after 30,000 millisecond, it got crashed and the test runner not open. It is same timeout. Just need to rerun the same command. Sometimes what happen if any kind of file corruption, you have to delete the Cypress and reinstall as a fresh package. Usually it will be stored under for Mac system, it will be stored under cache folder, lateral cache. You have to go to this folder and delete the Cypress. If it is corrupted, the file is corrupted, you have to restore as a fresh. But now it's not corrupted, but yeah, we have to reopen multiple times. Yeah, it's almost done. Okay, before that, yeah, I'll cover a few more highlights you can see. As I earlier mentioned, we can do API testing using side.request command, TB testing using side.task command, mobile view. Yes, we can test like mobile view ports, different iPhone and Android using side.view ports, but not the native apps. There is no support for native apps. And sometimes you want to run the system commands, the system commands using side.task. And yeah, whenever you want to do visual testing, means like checking the layout of the applications, images visible or not, button color is blue or not, like that. Those comes as a CSS properties, right? Hence, we can use the Cypress Visual Regression plugin. Okay, and to handle some scenarios, yeah, now the test run is ready, you can see. Okay, to handle some of the scenarios, iframes, and yeah, some plugins are there, different plugins. For Cucumber, different plugin, download file, different plugin, upload file, different plugin. Hence, everything you can find from the Cypress plugins. These are some are officially from Cypress, some are community versions. Okay, if you choose a Cypress with Cucumber framework, then you have to install the package first, which is Cypress Cucumber preprocessor. And they'll give you all the steps on how to install and how to do the configuration. Okay, we don't use all the, these plugins are for the developers, Webpack is for developer. But for us, like mostly we'll be using, yeah, we can use it for the themes. And yeah, ESLint for syntax errors, Docker images, TypeScript, self-tests, plugin, yeah, I didn't use this plugin, but I'll share later. grep, Cypress grep, npm, yeah, for the npm CUI, environment files, different files. Sometimes will be download file. Yeah, you can see Cypress download file. And good thing is you will get all the information here. How to install, how to import, and how to do the setup. Everything will be here. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, like I mean, as of now, you don't need to bother about that plugins. It depends on the use case. For example, you are handling download file, then you have to install the plugin. For example, yeah, Cypress comes with by default CSS selectors only. If you want to use, for example, most of the Selenium users comes from XPath background. Hence, you have to install the Cypress XPath plugin first. And yeah, they will give the documentation here. You can see, first we have to install the, we can say package or plugin or module, same thing. And after that, we have to import globally using require or import ES6. Then we have to call the function sci.xpath. You can see we can pass the XPath locator here value and do the steps one by one. If we are not using XPath, then simple like a sci.get and the CSS selector. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, I mean, in same way, like there are plenty of plugins available. I'll be during the regular sessions, I will cover what are the plugins we'll be using and what are the use cases as well. Yeah, hope everyone familiar about Selenium architecture. If not, I'll show here. You can see Selenium. I mean, mainly it uses the drivers. For example, Chrome driver, Gecko driver, Safari, IE driver. Without drivers, the framework won't work. But Cypress, visually, we don't see like a driver. We don't need to define driver also. It internally it will take care of the configuration. And here you can see like all the calls go through the HTTP request to the drivers and to the remote website. It depends on the browser and gets back to the response through the driver and to the script. And previously, I mean, Selenium was using JSON web protocol. Now they have migrated to W3C protocol. Every call is a W3C protocol now. Okay, coming to Cypress, you can see like whenever we create a script, I'll show like how to create a script soon. It will compile into a test.js file, and it will convert proxy through. I mean, it will go through the proxy Node.js, and it will convert into node_test.js file and talk to the remote web and get the response and return back to the script. This process we don't see visually, but it will be converting under the hood. Okay, now our test runner is ready. You can see it's called the mini test runner. And here we can do the configuration. If you are using component testing, you have to select component. But most of the time, as a QS or automation engineers, we do end-to-end testing. Just click not configured. Okay, if you notice left side, previously we have the node modules package.json file, package.json file. Now we have the Cypress folder and config file. When I click on the not configured, previously it was not there, and it comes with the framework. We don't need to set up any framework. It comes with the pre-bundled package. Hence, just you need to create the spec file and start writing and executing. Okay, yeah, by default, it comes with the config file to configure the base URL, global timeouts, screenshots are true or false, videos true or false, and different properties. Okay, support end-to-end.js file is for the global imports. Whenever you install a Cypress XPath, Cucumber, first we have to import here globally. Then it will apply the logic to whole project. We don't need to import in every spec file. globally we can import under support end-to-end.js file. Okay, the next file is the support comments.js file. Comments.js file is for the reusable functions. Most of the time we create a user-defined function or reusable functions. We should go to Cypress support folder, comments.js file, and create all the functions here. I'll show one sample how to create the reusable function. Okay, example.json file is for the to store the test data. Most of the time we handle with Excel, but Cypress by default comes with the JSON compatibility. You can see name, email, body. It's a key value pair. Just we need to call the file.name in the spec file. Okay, if everything looks good, click continue. Okay, here you can see like I didn't set up any drivers. Automatically, Cypress will scan our system. I have different browsers on my system. Chrome 108, Edge 108, Edge Canary 110, Electron 106, Firefox 95. We need to just select the browser, start testing in Chrome. Okay, here you can see like it will show some of the server logs connect to Chrome, and the test run is open. Here it comes with create our first spec file or use the existing examples. I mean, Cypress comes with some of the examples for beginners. If you are already familiar, just we need to start creating these spec files. For time being, I'll show some of the example files, how it looks. Click on the sample files, and it comes with some of the folders and the files. Click OK, got it. Okay, now if you go to the project, you can see previously we don't have the end-to-end folder. Now it comes with some of the sample scenarios. How to do the actions, file handling, cookies handling. I mean, these are some of the basic topics, but during the sessions, I'll cover advanced topics. Okay, now I'll go, walk through the framework, project framework. You can see first folder is the downloads. Whenever we download any file, automatically we can redirect to downloads folder instead of the local system folder. Because it's always good practice to download the files under downloads folder. Okay, end-to-end folder is the executable files. These are the main spec files we have to create and execute. And the extension will be file.cy.js. And we should maintain the extension same way. We have to give the name and cy.js. Okay, fixtures folder. Fixtures folder. By default, it's for the JSON file handling. For example, if you want to handle Excel, yes, still possible using plugins. Okay, here you can see like, it's good to, always best practice to integrate with JSON file. But for Excel, you have to do some configuration. It's not straightforward. We have to install and do the setup first. Then only we can call the read or write the Excel files, or CSV also same way. Yeah, you can see like this is one of the package JS-XLSX, and yeah, once we install the package, you can see read and write. We have to import from the package. Then yeah, we can read the files, or we can use the direct package and import globally. And after that, we can read the files. You can see like, yeah, these are some of the examples. Yeah, first we have to create a worksheet. it is similar to Selenium Apache Py concept. Only the package and the functions will differ, but concept-wise same. Yeah, that's about the fixture folder, and we have to store all the test data here, images files, PDF file, any of the files. And we cannot modify this folder structure, but we can create new folders. We cannot rename end-to-end, or we cannot rename fixtures, or we cannot rename support, because by default it will come as a template. On top of that, you can create new folders and files. Okay, support folder is for the, for the reusable functions. For example, here we can create a reusable functions. Just add the new function. Let's say user login, and give the error functions. I'll cover later what is the error function and what are the JavaScript topics. And here the script comments will come. Okay, now the function is ready. You can say just we have to give the Cypress.comments.add and the user function name and the scripts here. Okay, if you want to create a file, just select the folder, select this icon, and give the name login.sci.js. Okay, later I'll cover what is the mockup framework, but time being I'll be creating the template. You can see describe is the test suite. And it block is the test case. Okay, before executing all the scripts, we have to first log in. Hence, we can create before each hooks. And here we can call the site.user login. Just now we have created the function. Okay, if we use the comments.js file, we don't need to do the export and import. Once we define the function, just call using the site.object user login. Now the template is ready. Here is the test suite. Let's say login future, and here the test case. Let's say test valid login. And we have to give the descriptive name, error function, and curly braces. Here we have to write the script comments or script functions. Okay, any questions so far?
No, Vinayak.
Okay, hope everyone getting the concept and how to install and write the scripts. Today demo session, so I'm giving the quick glimpse, but regular sessions, I will give the detailed explanation on the one comments. Okay, let's take the existing example, getting started folder, to do application. And here's the, if you want to import Cypress package in the file, we have to give the reference types equal to Cypress in this way. I'll show how to import globally as well later. Okay, now we are automating the application under test is the Cypress example.cypress.io to do application. And the to-do application comes with the input box and two labels, pair triple, work that out. We need to verify the two elements now exist or not. Excuse me. Okay, here you can select the test suite we have given. The example comes with the example to-do application and error function, curly braces. Here we have to give the hooks first before each is a hooks, or we can say prerequisite. And here we are calling the site. Size object here. Visit is a function. Site.visit the website. Means it's similar to Selenium driver.get or navigate. Similar functions. Okay, after that, the example comes with the it block. It block is a test case, and the test case name is display two to-do items by default. And here we have the two to-do items. Okay, to get the element, we have the function called side.get. Pretty English sentence, side.get, the locator, list of elements, promise, should is the assertion promise here. It will wait for the element to load 4 seconds by default. Then it will have the check the length 2. How many elements we have? 2. Okay, after that we want to check the first element. Again, we have to get the side.get function, get the list of element. We have the first. Usually in Selenium, what happened? We have to create XPath first and take the index for the 1, take the index for the 2. Pretty time taking, right? Here we have the function, get the list of locators, get the first element. Should promise, have the text, pay electric bill. Should is a promise assertion here. It will check the text label and it will wait by default for 4 seconds. Okay, now we will have to verify the last function, last element. Get the list of elements, last function, should. These are all the traversing. First, last traversing, should promise, have the text label, work that out. Pretty simple example. And if you want to execute only one test case, just add the it.only. Here we have a number of test cases. For time being, let's execute 1 or 2. Okay, now we have given the only execute the display to-do items by default. Now let's go to the test runner, search for to-do, shortcut, filter, and click on it. Okay, here you can see left side, we can see the interactive test runner. Here is the first before hooks, before each, expand it. Here is the URL. In the test body, expand it. We have the locator, list of locators, how many? 2. In detail, it will show like how many matched elements. Length 2. Get the first element, label, cross-check the label, get the second element, last element, and check the label. Work that out. For example, here we have given 3 and save it, and automatically the scripts will execute. We don't need to manually execute. Yeah, you can see we have given 3 elements, but how many we got on the page? 2. And not only debugging here, we can do the Chrome DevTools debugging as well. Click console, and if you click here, you can see expected list of elements 1 or more to have the length of 3, but got 2. You can see the subject jQuery elements here, and we can see all the locators 1 by 1. Like this. It's good to, if you want to detail debugging.
901. 901.
Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, now let's revert back to length 2. Okay, here you can see once we revert back the changes and save, automatically the script passed, and here we can check the labels. Here is the actual label and expected. Okay. Here you can see we have given it, one of the example, and if you want to interact with these applications, when we mouse over here, it will automatically highlight here, and here you can see 1 by 1 elements. And if you want to inspect the elements, you don't need to go to the website, just need to use the Cypress playground. Click on this icon, search for the input box. It will generate the locators for us. Just we need to get the locator, for example, dot clear the input field, dot type, new label. Okay. You can see we have added the, we added, but we didn't input click. Here we have to use the enter, keyboard event enter. here you can see we have added new label, and the test case will fail because how many elements we have? 3. Okay, here, I mean, the last label will fail because we have given the last label walk the dog, but it should be new label because we have added new element. You can see. We can do the like traversing here. I mean, it's called time travel to 1 by 1 logs 1 by 1 and check where exactly it failed, why it failed. Okay, any questions so far?
Vinayak, I have VS Code and which I'm having a bash shell. So we can do in the bash shell also, right? Not the node shell.
Okay, VS Code, if Windows is like, you can use the PowerShell or
Okay.
yeah, I'm using the node for Mac. We can use the ZSH as well, shell command. Yeah. I mean, for
Okay.
Windows, like I would recommend the PowerShell or Git bash. Yes, Git bash command.
Yeah, I have git bash shell. So we can use the git bash, right? Because you are using node 1. So node and git are same or commands will differ?
No, commands. The commands will same actually. These are terminals only. I mean, here's the shell. I mean, default Mac, and here's the node terminal. For when we can use the like system terminal as well. Any terminal, the commands will same.
Okay.
These are different flavors of terminals only.
So with git bash or PowerShell, we can work on Cypress
I mean, for Windows, yes.
for Windows. Okay.
For Mac, usually we can use the VS Code. Actually, we can use the VS Code terminal only, internal terminal. We don't need to use the system terminals. For example, here's my system terminal. Here, what happened? Here we have to first change directory to the project, and then we have to run the commands. Instead of that, directly we can use the VS Code. I mean, VS Code terminals. And if you want to add a few more, just you have to click on here. You can see, or you want to select a different terminals, bash, I mean shell, different terminals.
Yeah. So from here only I'm adding one is I have PowerShell and git bash. So I can take any one and work.
Yeah, any terminal, it's fine, yes.
Okay.
Because the commands, end of the day, commands remain same.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, any questions so far? I mean, any other questions?
Yeah. Hi, Vinay. This is Abhilash here. In here, to do cy.js, here we are directly declaring the objects, right? Line number 27 and 28 objects.
Yes.
Do we follow any design pattern like in Selenium we have this page object model and singleton like that?
Yeah. Yes, good question. Okay. Today demo, I cannot cover everything in one day, right? A framework.
In real time, just I want to in real time we don't use like this, right? We define some other.
Right. I'll be covering different design patterns. For example, excuse me. Let me show the. Okay. Yeah, framework is very important. That's why I'll cover the framework as well, which is a mock-up framework with the page object model, and I'll be covering 4 to 5 different design patterns. I'll be covering all the view controls, how to handle it. I mean, date picker, pagination, shadow down, write and read file, sliders, web table, tabs, how to handle tabs and windows, very important. Drop-down handling, drag and drop, file upload and downloads. From here, it comes advanced topics like how to handle the alerts and how to use the, I mean, how to handle the iframes and chain windows and yeah, you can see page object model. And I'll be covering test parameterization and parallel testing. API testing, which is very important. BDD Cucumber framework, one of the advanced framework. And Mocha with the page object model. Hence, today, just I have given the locators here. Once the regular session start, I will show, 4 to 5 different design patterns. You can choose which one is more adaptable with the project. I'll show I'll cover the best practices as well, which one is most recommended for a project as well.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll be covering later what are the limitations as well. As of now, the limitations are, mostly a few. Now it's completely cross-browser testing. We can say it's not a call anymore. Okay, excuse me. Here it's not showing the Safari, but for Safari we have to do some configuration. Later I'll show how to do the configuration. After that, it's a complete cross-browser testing. Previously, it was partially cross-browser testing, and the other, sponsor, you need to know JavaScript or TypeScript only. You cannot use Cypress with the Java, .NET, Python like that. Compulsory, you have to learn the JavaScript or TypeScript. Either will do. And no cross-origin domain also. They have fixed the issue latest. With the latest version. I can delete this one also. Yes, handling multiple tabs is a challenge still. They didn't fix that one because Cypress internally runs in the local, local browser. Hence, we cannot switch to tabs like other frameworks do like this. But there are workarounds. It's possible, but in different ways. And I can show you, the trade-offs from officially announced. Okay, here is the permanent trade-off. So you can see it's not a general purpose automation tool. It's not for automation main purpose. Component unit testing, different layers of testing. And the Cypress commands runs inside a browser, not the remote browser. This is the remote browser. This is the inside browser. Hence, while an execution happens, we can interact and we can check the console JavaScript errors. We can interact with the network tabs, all the logs, cookies, everything while execution happening. That's why it is more robust. Okay, excuse me. Okay, there will be never support for multiple browser tabs because, as I earlier mentioned, it executes in the local host browser, right? Hence, switching to tabs is a challenge, but there are few workarounds. There are plugins also to handle that, but officially, no, there is no official workaround. And you cannot use Cypress to drive 2 browsers at the same time. Yes. For example, you want to run parallel testing 2 browsers at the same time. No, it's not possible. We can use third-party plugins or browser stacks or slabs like that to handle that. But using the Cypress framework, yes, it's not possible. For every for every cons, there is a workarounds which I have worked already for a different. I will be covering different use cases, how to handle the tabs, windows, parallel testing, different plugins available. Okay, we cannot handle. Previously, it was a cross-origin domain handling is not possible, but nowadays they have fixed that one as well. For example, cross-origin handling means we are testing Apple website. We cannot switch to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn straight away in the same test. For example, here we are testing site visit, and let's say Apple website, and straight away we cannot call or redirect to another domain. Let's say Facebook, because these two are 2 different domains. Cypress, but due to security cross-origin protocol, it won't allow 2 super domains in the same test, but we can split to different test. This is possible. But nowadays they have given many workarounds as well to handle in the same test case as well using site.origin. Okay, here you can see like a site.origin is a workaround to handle the two super domains, or we can say cross-origin domain handling. Visit multiple domains of different origin in a single test. Yeah, previously it was a blocker, but now it is possible. Okay, temporary trade-offs, like these are temporary, they will be coming up with the fixes in the roadmap. Yeah, site.tab command, it's not there, but they have temporary workaround. Hover is to mouse over, but mostly use the trigger function to mouse over events. And there is not any native or mobile event support. We can use the site.viewport and pass the presets. For example, you can see we got the iPad mini, iPhone 3, 4, 5 up to XR. Just we need to select and execute. All these are comes as a presets. For Samsung also we got Android. Yeah, Samsung Note 9 or S10. For the responsive testing, some applications comes as in responsive testing. For example, iProperty like is a responsive website. If we do like yeah, you can see it's a responsive website. We can use the viewports in these cases. Just give the viewport Samsung Note 9 and test. Okay, yeah, iPhone support is somewhat limited, but does not. Yeah, previously it was a challenging. I have started from 2018. At that time, many blockers, tabs, iframes, shadow down. Now they have come up with many workarounds. Previously it was a challenge, but there are plenty of plugins available now. And they release very rapidly. Every week they will come up with features and bug fixes very rapid. And that's why like it's very robust and nowadays like it's growing. Many like companies migrating to Cypress because of the less maintenance and easy to use the framework. Easy to develop the framework. For example, if you're starting 2-3 projects, we don't need to set up this project from scratch because it comes with the template framework. Just you need to like know the framework structure, start creating the spec files and scripts and execute. Yeah, we have to do reports, screenshots, no need to do. Videos also no need to do any configuration. Yeah, for the reports, we have to use third-party plugins, Mocha, some there are LU reports, Cucumber HTML reports, Cypress Cloud Dashboard. For that, we have to do certain configuration. Yeah, that's pretty about the today's demo. Any other questions on today's session?
Yeah, Vinay, this Cypress dashboard is related to live dashboard or like Allure reports? Same as.
You mean the dashboard, Cypress dashboard?
Yeah, Cypress dashboard.
Yeah, I have created my personal account, Cypress dashboard login account. For every companies you have to create a login account, and it comes with the free. Yes, it's a free version is there, but a limitation. There is a limitation for 3 members only.
My name is Jagdev. I don't know how much I've missed since yesterday. Is there a chance to recap, like in a nutshell?
Sorry, it's getting echo. Could you please input in the chat box? Okay, here you can see like a Cypress dashboard. We have to create the user account. Once we create a user as a admin, you can add 2 more members. Hence, the free version comes with the 3 members. 500 records means for every month it will reload 500 results for per month. Means the dashboard is a cloud service where you can check the daily how many builds you have executed, how many pass, how many fail, what are the most flaky tests, what are the most slow tests, and reports, graphs, everything is a team shareable. Okay, here you can see it comes with the parallelization, load balancing, run failures, analytics, integrations with the different Slack channels, GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, community support. For the free, most of the time, free version is good enough until unless you need the Jira integration and flag detection. I mean, what happens when you execute hundreds of builds, it will do the flaky detection and it will show the analytics. Based on that, you can optimize the framework.
It's possible Allure framework, Allure reports like kind of plugins.
Every reports are third party, right? We can integrate work awesome, every report a third party, we can integrate.
Okay.
And yeah, this is about the cloud, Cypress cloud hosting and the analytics business flavor, one of the business version, which is more advanced features. Enterprise, for example, enterprise is, for example, you want to build the Cypress package internally. In the companies will be using the proxy, right? Hence, you have to buy the enterprise version. For example, now what happened, we are installing everything from the public repository. I mean, NPM have plenty of packages, node package manager, but not all packages are secure. Hence, if you want to create an internal company proxy, then you have to buy the enterprise version. Then you can install all the packages and everything from the internal proxy servers. And there is another package manager which is called the AN. AN is another package manager. It is safe, secure, stable, reproducible projects. But AN have only few packages. You don't find everything like NPM. NPM is like a ocean. You can find any of the package here. But AN, there are some limitations, but it is safe and secure. That's why companies prefer AN. But during the sessions, I will cover both the use cases. Okay, yesterday session, yes, Jagdeep. Yeah, yesterday I have given the, about the demo. Like yesterday, actually, today only the regular session start. Those who are not enrolled, please enroll. From next week onwards, I'll be starting regular sessions. 2 hour sessions complete with JavaScript and starting with the JavaScript start. What are variables, what are constants, how to define arrays, different types of arrays, functions, loops, conditions. What is the use case of a ES6 package? Promises, callbacks, very important, async classes. Yeah, we can define classes also in JavaScript. Enums, collections, concepts are also there. I mean, technically, JavaScript is not OOPS language. Java, .NET, Python is OOPS programming. But JavaScript is a dynamic language and object-based, not object-oriented, object-based programming. Hence, it's like a dynamic language means we have data types, but we don't need to define the data type. Means in Java.NET, what happens, if you define a name, you have to define the data type string. For example, in Java, we do string name equal to, let's say, Jagdeep. I can give any name like this. But here we don't need to do that. Just we need to create a variable where name equal to, let's say, Ashwini, like this. Pretty simple, right? We don't need to define the data type. Just where name equal to Ashwini and for example, roll number equal to 25, like this, for integer. What happened while execution compilation happening? JavaScript will automatically detect the Ashwini is a string because we have given in the double quotes. And the string we can define in single quotes also, because it's a very like a freestyle programming. This will also do single quotes also will do, but Java not like that. .NET also we have to give everything in a double quotes. Here, we don't need to close the semicolon also. Still will do. It won't show any exceptions. Pretty simple to write the data types, and we don't need to define what is the name or what is the roll number. Automatically, the compiler will understand 25 is a number. Ashwin is a string. And for example, where bool equal to true. Bool is a boolean. Or we can say where null equal to null. Yeah. I mean, we cannot define a null value, or we can say, well, yeah, like this. Or like this, a similar kind of data types will be. I'll be covering like a detail once we start the sessions from next week. Those who not enrolled, please do contact me. I'll share my WhatsApp.
Vinayak, only weekend sections are actually you mentioned regular sections also is there, right?
Yes, Satya. I mean, like I'll be doing weekend sessions only Saturday and Sunday, 2 p.m. IST, 2 hours session.
Okay, only weekend sections then.
Yes. And I'll be sharing the website details. Any questions, feel free to WhatsApp me. And today actually I have given the introduction, just introduction about Cypress and setup. Next week onwards, I'll be starting regular sessions with the JavaScript. Hence, those who not enrolled, please do enroll. And because JavaScript topics are very important before kickstarting with the Cypress topics. Okay, any other questions?
Vinayak, did you already make this framework on Visual Studio Code, like download it and everything, or we will be doing it again on Visual Studio Code that I can see some tests? You already done today or yesterday?
No, Visual Studio Code I'll cover next week.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we can start
to
from zero, like
shortcuts and what are how to install the packages, everything, plugins from extension.
okay, understood. Yeah, thanks.
I'll cover like okay, how to. I mean, if you are beginner, manual tester background, I'll cover locator strategy as well. But those who are coming from automation background, Selenium, you are pretty familiar with these topics. But I'll cover VS Code ID use case, plugins, everything. Git, yes, Git web source control versioning as well. How to get, the repositories, branches, how to pull and merge, and how to commit and push, how to create the feature branches, master matching, everything. I'll take one session on the GitHub as well. And here you can see like I'm covering more advanced topics with our batch. And yeah, how to handle different files, how to do the environment configuration with our global variables, reporting here you can see. Yeah, I'll be covering different reports. And after that, important topics are GitLab integration, CI/CD. Yeah, I'll be covering browser stack, either one of the service, cloud service for parallel testing, and database configuration, Gmail integration. Yeah, here you can see 4 to 5 different design patterns I'll be covering with the page object model. Stubbing and mocking, very important topic, using the side.intercept concept. TypeScript is optional, but it depends on the number of numbers I'll cover. Mostly I'll cover JavaScript only. And different CI/CD pipelines, how to use the Docker images. Component testing, I'll be covering a glimpse of component testing with Cypress. Graphical queries, very important. Others are like other topics like performance testing, visual testing. Okay. Okay, yes, there is one question. Installation process different in case of company proxy server? Yes. If you are using company proxy, there will be different configuration. Just now I have given my local installation only. Proxy configuration will differ based on the companies. Company DevOps will set up for you. You can see proxy configuration. needs internet access to work, many companies require the use of a corporate proxy to access the internet. If your company does this, many functions of Cypress will not work until you have configured Cypress to use your proxy. I mean, they will give you depends on the operating system, how to do the setup, don't worry. You can see, you have to set up a company domain URL like this. I mean, DevOps will take care of this. They will give you these domains, and you have to install from these proxies.
So Vinayak, are we going to cover those topic also? Because in my company, we have the company's proxy server. So I'm facing a issue to install the Cypress and NPM. So are we going to cover this?
No, Ashwini, because it needs a corporate account, right?
Okay.
Yes.
But if I share some means if I'm getting any error message and I'll share with you. So in that case, are you going to help me with this?
Yeah. If you're facing any challenges with your project configuration, I can guide you.
Okay.
Solutions, yes.
Yeah, sounds good. Yep.
Company account and the company domain access, right?
So means the commands are different for this?
Pretty similar. Here, how the configuration is pretty similar.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Any blockers or challenges, let me know. I'll give you the workarounds.
Sure. Thanks.
No, Jagdeep, I'll be covering because I have worked with Cypress 3+ years and different projects and different layers of testing. I'll be covering everything. Cypress end-to-end, I'll be covering API, database, visual testing, performance testing.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, someone starts and then there's another trainer and then there's another trainer and then they get lost in what was happening,
Right. I mean, if a different programming, we have different trainers. For example, yeah.
Understood. Okay, thanks. That would be great. So, yes.
For example, if you're looking for Selenium training or Selenium, I do cover. JMeter, we have a trainer available. Bitbucket, I can cover. Catalan Studio, we have trainer available. Tosca, we have trainer available. AWS, I can cover. Robo Framework, we have trainer, Deepak. Cypress, I'll be taking care. Jira and Confluence, I'll be covering. Selenium also I do. For India, freshers, 30+ batch now going on. For them, I'm giving the Selenium batch as well. Because in India, Selenium is still leading. Cypress is doing them in the abroad, US, UK, Europe, like that, Southeast Asia. But in India, I see still a lot of openings for Selenium only. But in future, there will be a lot of scope for Cypress.
Now, when I know in the market, I'm getting two combination with Java 2 years, Cypress 1 year now in the market as a Bangalore base now.
Now I had in Bangalore, Pune, they are companies are asking for Cypress also.
Yeah, combination like Java, 2 years, then they're asking Cypress 1 year like that.
It sounds good. That means these are migrating, right?
Selenium also you're providing coaching?
Yeah, Selenium I do for, that is for the vendor training. That is different training. And RPA we have trainer for UiPath.
Am I allowed to ask? I don't know whether I think there are 10 members or something. Is anyone already automation engineer or working as automation?
Automation, you mean the projects?
No, I mean to say from the participants, like the candidates who are taking training, is anyone already into automation, like working?
Yeah, I'm working almost 1 year already completed in Selenium Java. But yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, as for the current batch, 6 members already registered, and from next week onwards, there will be regular sessions. There will be no more sessions. Hence, before Monday or Tuesday, if you enroll anyone, who not enrolled, and please do contact me. I'll share the other details.
And weekly, how many hours? 2 hours or weekly? Saturday, Sunday? 4 hours.
4 hours.
Sunday only 4 hours. Saturday no class.
No, Saturday 2 hours.
Sunday 2 hours.
Sunday 2 hours.
So okay, for total 6 weeks, right?
Totally 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks around. It's a totally 32 hours you will get. 32 hours of duration.
And when I went out, and you are covering ABA testing also, right?
Yeah.
BDD Cucumber, right?
Yes.
Not only web Cucumber and CD pipeline And like API testing also you're covering, right?
Yeah, I'm covering API testing for REST APIs and basically all the methods, get method, post method, how to handle.
Oh, last one doubt. May I know how many 1 or 2 projects you are going to cover?
Okay.
At least.
Okay. For I mean, these examples, like pure controls, I'll be giving like 3 to 4 websites, automation website. And at the end, I will cover one website, real-time website, and I will show the like all the use cases.
You can cover all functions with the one project.
I mean,
like not you can cover with topic wise. Let me about project. You can take one project, you can implement it, right? Finally, one project.
Yeah, that comes when I start with the framework design pattern. Yeah, then I'll start a real-time application and I'll be showing all the examples. But these use cases, I'll be taking 4 to 5 different demo websites and covering, because some websites have the features of these. Some websites will have the features of other. Hence, all the demo websites won't come with features. Hence, while starting framework design, yes, I'll be covering real-time application. Yes, I'll be giving like a HR domain application, e-commerce website, like that.
Okay,
Nice.
got it.
Okay, guys.
Yes.
Any other questions? If not, we can wrap it up. And I'll be sharing the WhatsApp group link as well. If anyone wants to join, please do contact me.
Thank you, Vinny. So
Sure,
much.
sure. I'll pay right now. After enough class, we'll pay. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Yeah. Any
Thank you.
questions?
Sure, Vinay.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone. Just a second.
Thank you.
WhatsApp group link. Okay, any questions we can discuss offline. Thanks, Jagdeep. Thanks, Shiv.
Sure.
There are no names. Amar, Ashwini. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Mahesh. Thanks, Nitesh. Mabilash. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone. Like, don't miss the next week and onwards. We will be starting at JavaScript topics first. And, yeah, from next week, Saturday and Sunday. Okay, guys. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone.
Thank you.